No, WandaVision. What's up everyone, it's Rob Macfarlane here, and today we're going to take a look at WandaVision, the brand new TV series on Disney+, and why I believe it is the perfect way to continue after the events of Endgame. It's gonna be spoilers. You've been warned. As with any really successful film franchise or film or TV series, it's really hard for the filmmakers to follow that up with the next iteration, the next series, the next film. Unfortunately, many filmmakers and producers have fallen into the same deadly trap, and that is thinking that bigger equals better.
You got some nerve!
This has been proven to not work. Matrix. Okay, don't do it, don't do it. WandaVision, on the other hand, I believe is the perfect way of continuing after something so astronomically large as the scale of Avengers Endgame. So how has WandaVision captured the audiences around the world and continued the story without ever making it feel like it's gotten smaller or gotten too big or just been spoilt in some way?
Are you crying? No. Yes.
So the first and probably most obvious part of WandaVision is the fact that WandaVision is a period drama.
1 + 1 is family. WandaVision.
Which is a pretty big departure from the previous iterations of Marvel Avengers. I mean, Endgame was a space thriller disaster story, kinda? Action, is action, a lot of action. Whereas WandaVision revolves around the classic sitcoms throughout the eras from the 1950s all the way currently up to the 1990s, and I'm sure they're going to continue after that. So first things first, this kind of brings back an element of nostalgia for the majority of the audience. Now I'm going to say this, most people even in the younger categories have seen series from the 90s and 80s, so they're going to have some idea of the style and the cliches and the tropes that were developed during these periods. Disney has capitalized on our own nostalgia. Nostalgia has been widely researched and shown to be very positive and beneficial for humans. And we need nostalgia and good memories to be able to actually better withstand harder times in our lives.
Every new father-to-be gets nervous.
Well, I have nerves of steel, so there goes your theory, Mr. Doctor.
So why is nostalgia an important part of what Marvel have done? Well, it gives us a really important insight into why Marvel has chosen to focus this fantastic series in these eras. They've created a story which surprises us each and every week with a brand new era of TV which pays homage to our nostalgia, scratching that itch, if you will, that really makes us feel warm and fuzzy on the inside.
Whoa, sweet costume, bro, Ham-in-Law. Let me guess. Traffic light.
They know that there are Marvel comic fans from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the noughties, and they're all watching. They're all potential audience. So they are paying homage to their audience, to the history of Marvel, as much as they are paying homage to the history of sitcoms throughout the eras. But at the same time, somehow, they've gone and made that really unique aspect to the show also completely story relevant.
And I want you to leave.
As we travel through each era, we understand deeper and deeper just how much Wanda is searching desperately for the perfect era, the perfect time in which to live happily with her love, Vision, and her family. To live out a life that was stolen from her.
This, all of this, is for us.
The filmmakers of WandaVision also beautifully draw our attention to the styles and tropes of each era, showing the epitome of what those types of shows used to talk about and discuss within the shows, such as in the first episode in the 50s, where a lot of it is focused upon what the woman will be cooking for the man when he comes home from work.
Oh, Agnes, you're a lifesaver.
What kind of housewife would I be if I didn't have a gourmet meal for four just lying about the place?
Compared to in the 70s style sitcom, when we see a far more integrated and interesting style palette as well as colourful storyline to go along with it.
Do these earrings make me look fat?
Oh, thank God.
We get drawn into the terribly tragic story of Wanda Maximoff as she tries desperately everything she can to find the life that was stolen from her.
I have what I want. And no one will ever take it from me again.
But instead of trying to go even bigger, even more macro, which is completely impossible because Avengers Endgame literally affected the entire universe, instead, they chose to go the absolute opposite direction
Next thing I know, I heard you calling me. I knew you needed me.
and go micro. And I think this is such a brilliant decision to go intimate, to draw us into, instead of the universe of everyone, the universe of one person. And ultimately, we as humans can relate so much more to the personal struggle and journey of one character than we can to the pain and struggle of an entire race or an entire universe.
We can't reverse death, no matter how sad it makes us. Okay, some things are forever.
WandaVision does not need big scale to have big heart. And that's really what draws us into this fantastic series. I thoroughly recommend that you check it out. It is so heartwarming, so much fun, entertaining, and really deep and meaningful. I release episodes 3 times a week now. That's film tips, film analyses, and tidbits on the shows that you love. So don't forget to check back for my new content.